Oh man, I just rolled out of bed, got myself a little bit of coffee. It's time to start the day, and what better way than to do so than with a little bit of StarCraft 2, and more specifically, with two games that Mr. Florencio sent over. So I believe the second one is I think it's a Terran versus Zerg, and then this one is a Protoss versus Zerg. So spawning here in the top right-hand corner of 2,000 atmospheres, playing with the blue Protoss probes, we have Mr. Florencio. Already going for the worst position pylon, the natural expansion on this map that you could go for. And his opponent, playing with the red Zerg drones. I can't quite read it, but I do... Hold up. I do have Google Translate. Where is it? Google Translate. Okay, let me try and see if it works. Oh, it's cycling through like 7 different pronunciations. But one word that keeps coming back is queen. I am not entirely sure. Maybe someone in the comment section can let us know what this nickname means. Anyways, what do we have? Okay, we have a forge over here as well as a gateway. Pylon is going up inside of the natural expansion of the Zerg. Florencio, what are you doing? So he's forcing... Oh, wait, he's stealing a gas? He's forcing the Zerg right now to take the third base. Zerg needs to take that... Oh, God, he didn't. So right from the get-go, okay, he says good. We have a pylon block. What seems to be a cannon rush, and then a double gas steal here from Florencio. So Florencio basically investing his money into things that aren't really gonna help him out in a moment. But this man, he's thinking long-term, okay? This is Florencio saving for retirement right now at age 12. This is what I want to see. There it is, okay? He's investing in all kinds of stuff that aren't gonna be particularly useful until much later. Now, would you look at that? Oh my god. Wait, was that... Oh, that's the Korean player. He's using the Diva announcer, because of course he is. Zerg wanted to now go for the natural expansion, decides to go for what would be the 4th base as his 3rd instead. This is already a crazy one. Okay, so we have 2 photon cannons at the bottom of the ramp. A couple of photon cannons over here at the, I guess, expo? The first expo of the Zerg? Now Florencio is hunting for the other drone as well that he saw leaving. Roachworn comes up though, but I don't think this guy realizes that he doesn't have any gas. So the Roachworn is... Oh no. Oh god, that's gonna be the most embarrassing Roachworn ever. Anyhow. So cannons are finishing up over at the 3rd base of... Well, would be the 3rd base anyway of the Zerg. And then I guess we have another one over here too. If you start up the cannons right about right now, they will finish right around the time as the hatchery finishes too. I mean, he doesn't have a whole lot of money because he's been investing in the future. But, I think this is enough. I don't even think you need the second... I don't even think you need the second photon cannon. I guess the second photon cannon is just insurance. Okay, so... Is he gonna...
They're attacking your base, you know.
He's gonna try and send the drones out once again. I thought he was maybe gonna send them over here for mining instead. But now that hatchery finishes. And he sees that there's a couple of photons over there too. Yeah, good thing actually that he decided to go for 2 photon cannons. Because I think this would have been... No, you can't fight that. You can't fight that, Mr. Zerg. Well, you can fight it, but I mean, you're gonna lose. Alright. So, big picture over here. 2 hatcheries end up going down. How... It's his favorite English word. 2 hatcheries end up going down here. But at the cost of also, you know, 6 photon cannons and 3 pylons. Now, I'm not gonna do math in a video because that's very dangerous. Nobody ever does math in a video while casting games live. That's just a bad idea. However, that is resource-wise not actually that amazing of a trade here at all for our Protoss player. Poor Brenda. Oh my god, there she goes. Okay, I think actually if the gases were not stolen here by Florencio, this wouldn't have worked. So I think as soon as, like, you see one gas being taken there, you want to, like, send a drone to the second gas and immediately grab it. Just because you need to get a gas geyser around if you want to actually break out of this kind of thing. The problem right now is that it's going to take the Zerg, like, another minute or 2 at least to get out of this base, right? I mean, it doesn't have to. You can just make a couple Ravagers and bile it down. Although he just hit a supply block because he lost a couple hatches. He's making another hatch over here, actually, close to the Protoss' main base. Anyways, I think if you could break out and just counterattack, there would be a lot of potential, right? However, if your gas gets stolen and everything is delayed, yeah, by the time that you get to the other side of the map, there's gonna be Void Rays, right? We all know, cannon rushers, they follow it up with one of 2 options, right? Either it's Dark Templar or Void Rays. This is... just the gold standard. I think Void Rays is probably the most well-rounded option. Yeah, so he does have a couple of Ravagers right now. There's gonna be some second-hand pain when he eventually counterattacks. Okay. I mean, that wasn't perfect, but fair enough. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go! Yeah, imagine if you had one gas geyser a little bit quicker. No, 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 no. Just go to the other side of the map. Yeah, 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 okay. By the way, this is I believe, a Diamond League game on the Korean server. AKA a Master League game on all the other servers. Because, for some reason, Koreans are really good at StarCraft. Anyways, by the time that, yeah, these Ravagers are gonna get across, we're gonna all feel that little spike of pain. Unless you're a Protoss player, then you might get, like, an endorphin hit or something. You'll feel that spike of pain, more than likely. Where he's gonna be like, haha! Gotcha now! And you're like, as a Zerg player at this point, oh my god, he doesn't have any units that can... Oh, he does. And then you make the walk of shame all the way back home. Alright. Hatchery did finish up here on the right side of the map. Spore Crawler comes up over there too. This is not something that Florencio is usually dealing with though. Most of the time... Okay, the Zerg is feeling a little bit guilty, so he's sacrificing a couple of roaches. Most of the time, though, whenever I cast a Florencio game, it's Florencio expanding all over the map. No, 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 no. Oh, God, it hurts. Oh. Oh, man. Most of the time, it's Florencio expanding all over the map, but in this particular instance, apparently it is going to be our Zerg player. Happy to make those workers. Now, Florencio, yeah, stumbles upon the base. Lasers. There you go. Nice thick lasers over here. Oh, he canceled prismatic alignment for some reason. Don't know why. This base should never happen, right? You're gonna need a lot more Spore Crawlers, and even then, like, assuming Florencio is gonna make more Void Rays, Florencio should eventually be able to kill Spore Crawlers even quite smoothly. Yeah, not the most perfect situation, but this base is not gonna be a reliable one at the very least. Now, what I do love about the Korean server, though, is how aggressive they play, right? So you can see right here that Mr. Pro or Mr. Zerg is like, you know what? If your units are occupied over at my base on the right, I'm just gonna go ahead and counterattack. And there's still no expansion here for Protoss. So Florencio is playing one base here, right? Zerg in the meantime, dude, this Zerg player is actually doing a really good job. Assuming he didn't really know exactly what to do, because like, one of the problems with getting good at StarCraft is that you kind of need to know what you need to do, even if you've never seen that situation before, within about like 3 seconds. So the way you usually learn is by losing and then realizing, wait a second, this is what I should have done. Next time around, I see a Protoss probe inside of my main base that's stealing my gases. When he steals one of them, I'm going to immediately take my second gas. And then this whole situation probably could have been avoided, or it would have probably been a Zerg win. Anyhow, third Stargate is coming up. Bit of a supply block though for Florencio, so he's gonna decide to now... yeah, he lost the pylon at the front. He's deciding right now to go for a Nexus. And then maybe some more tech here very shortly. Anyways, so... yeah, considering he didn't go for, like, taking a gas inside of his main base as quickly as possible, I gotta really compliment this Zerg player with how he's thinking here on the fly, right? The Spore Crawler even is gonna make the slowest walk all the way back home, but he's a man that cares, or a woman, I guess, that cares about his structures and his units. And I think that's beautiful. Spore Crawlers only ever bleed out when they are burrowed on where, you know, creep used to be. But if you uproot them... Oh, no, 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 no. Florencio! Don't you even think about it! Don't you know! Florencio! Bro! What is this? No, man! The little Spore Crawler that was. Or used to be, anyway. Alright, Hydralisks are available. No creep here connecting the bases, so it's gonna be hard to secure that third. Hydras are getting their ranged upgrade right now too. We went speed first, which I quite like. Biles? Yeah, there you go. Oh, well, don't bow your own units. Yeah, you know what? This Zerg is doing a really good job. I like it. So if you guys have ever tried playing on the Korean server, I would say, actually, the European server, while very cheesy, is probably the least cheesy server that I've personally played on. Second is the NA ladder, so the North American ladder. I mean, they say Americans like to put cheese on everything, and that includes the StarCraft ladder. But it's not even remotely close to the Korean ladder, okay? I've played a little bit on Korea, and those guys, man, their entire mindset is basically to try and end the game at the 2-minute mark if you can do so. Like, why wait until the 7-minute if you can end it right here, right now, right? So it's a super cheesy server. Anyways. Ooh, you know what? Florencio is making 3 oracles here at once. Oracles do surprisingly well against Mass Hydra if you have enough of them. So when it comes to reliable Zerg anti-air, you have Queens, Hydras, and Corruptors, right? Now, when you want to do it offensively, you want to send units out on the map, usually Queens are a little bit difficult to pull off. I mean, you can definitely make it work, but Hydras and Corruptors are usually the standard. Now, when your opponent has Void Rays out, Corruptors are usually not a very good idea, so if he's going to go Mass Hydra, and then Florencio is triggering out that Mass Hydra, right? And then he transitions towards Mass Oracle. There certainly is some potential here for this Protoss player to get some proper damage done. Okay, well, here we go. Lasers! Yeah, you can actually fight this as a Zerg. I like how Prismatic Alignment is available right there on those Void Rays just to make the beam thick. Oh, there's one Roach there, so I guess it makes sense. They also have, obviously, the Revelation ability. Ooh. Oh my god, that's a cheeky one, Florencio. They have the Revelation ability, too, so they could kill some creep tumors, is what I was going to bring up. Anyways, with most of the anti-air right now taken care of, I think that this Zerg base is in a little bit of trouble. Yeah. A lot of Hydras are about to finish up, but you do need the attack move. Okay, he does. Deflects the attack and actually is still alive. Yeah, you know what? Not even that bad. All things considered, though, I do think that most people never really think about massing oracles, especially when the opponent is going for Hydras. And I've run into this problem myself as well in the past, where, you know, I'm like, okay, I see my opponent going Mass Oracle at this point. I'm already making Hydras. I'll just make more Hydras, right? And then all of a sudden, the oracles swoop in and they just use their little laser beams to murder everything in about 3 seconds. I think that's really their strength. They really are complete glass cannons. Just every point it's spent on dealing more damage, right? And no survivability. Protoss is going to be counterattacked here very soon. He's going to try and kill the base, I think. They do have this wonderful ability called Recall. I think he's going to need it. Yep, there we go. Recall goes to the other side of the map once again, to the natural expansion of the Protoss. Is there enough for Protoss to clean this up right now? Yeah, the boys are pulled away from the mineral line as well, which I think is quite important just to soak up a little bit of the damage. If that Zerg player is stutter stepping here, he's going to miss a couple of attacks on the Hydralisk, and that does indeed mean that Florencio has enough at this stage in the game to push back that army. Zerg is now, well, he still has the base on the left. Dude, this Zerg is doing a really nice job. His macro is looking really solid. Yeah, he's doing a good job spending his money. He just never really made a whole lot of workers. So finally, he decides to now go into Aspire. So what exactly do you go for as far as anti-air goes at this point? If you are the Zerg. I think... So here's the thing, right? So technically, you have Queens, Hydras, Corruptors, and Mutas, right? That are like the main damage dealers. Obviously, you can go Vipers, Infestors, all of that, right? However, the core unit should probably either be the Corruptor or the Hydra. I think Hydras are fine, especially against small numbers of air units. However, when the Protoss armies really grow and when they have like this much DPS, so Oracles are like total glass cannons, right? They have very high damage per second, but very low health. I think Hydras can be okay, but you might want to start thinking when you can make a bunch of them all at once about Corruptors. I think Corruptors are a good idea if you can make like 20 of them. They're just kind of bad if you only have like 4. So, yeah. Because like, the problem is if you go oh god, he goes Mutas. Okay. The problem is if you go Mutas, Protoss is going to start making 3 Phoenixes at once. And even though it's going to be pretty good against Oracles as well as Void Rays, right, in small numbers, again, the Phoenixes can absolutely tear through Mutalisks. Alright, well, he's doubling down on the Mutas. Maybe he's going to save them up and catch the Protoss player off guard. I think you have to. I don't think he's got a whole lot of time. Well, right now he shows them right away. Even though he should be able to get rid of all of these Protoss air units eventually, now the Zealots are on the ground as well, ready to deal some damage. He actually doubles down on the Oracle production right now. Decides to now switch instead. I like that better. Into Phoenixes. Probably a good call. And even though, theoretically speaking, Mutas can clean this stuff up, it just... it takes so long, right? The problem is that even though everything will eventually die, I think everything that the Zerg has over here is going to be pretty much gone as well. Even the Spire right now being target fired down by a couple of those Oracles. Actually, I don't think he target fired it down. That being said, the Zerg counterattack is going to be something special. He needs to go across the map as soon as he can. He's on a timer right now. 12 Mutas, 4 Phoenixes? You know what? Zerg, go, go, go! No, don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. If you turn around, I'm going to be sad. Yeah, this is a legit Zerg player. He knows what he's doing. He knows he's on a timer right now. He's got a very good grasp of the game. He starts up a couple more static defense structures. I think that's smart. You gotta go, though, dude. He knows that there's, like, a lot of Phoenixes by now, right? He has to know. He hasn't seen them yet, but he should know. Okay, he sees the Phoenixes right now in the production. Goes after the... Oh, God. Nah, it's too late. No way. Oh, my God. Didn't even kill anything. The photon cannon's still alive with the the prismatic alignment. So Phoenixes can fire and move at the same time. So those Mutas, I mean, they can try and fly away, but it's never gonna happen. Cannot disengage that unless the Protoss player makes a mistake. And with that, I think sad Zerg noises are gonna be next. Phoenix is actually surprisingly tanky, right? So if you just swoop into the base, you can just pick up all the workers and get on out of there. Both players trying to outsmart each other when it comes to the air units and the anti-air units. And even though the Zerg player really did a great job here, I'm actually quite impressed with the way he played. Most of the time we see like the opponents, or I guess he said good again. Most of the time Florencio's opponents seem to be a little confused about what they need to do, but this guy had some really good ideas. Alright, game number 2. We find ourselves on a Romanticite. It's gonna be Florencio this time around with the Terran SCVs. And his opponent in the opposite corner in this particular game, he goes by the name of Vidogor. Alright. Let's see what ends up going down here. If you ever have an if you ever have an awesome game of StarCraft 2 that you would really like me to go ahead and cast, you can submit it to replays at LowkoTV. Just make sure that you know, you don't mind if I make fun of your gameplay. At the very least a little bit. I've noticed that every once in a while, whenever I do a viewer-submitted game, the person that sends it over gets really upset at me. Because their gameplay wasn't perfect, or they get very defensive about it. It's fine, don't worry about it. But, yeah, I recommend you're ready for a little bit of criticism, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. StarCraft's a hard game, though. It's very easy to criticize, much harder to play. But, yeah. I've noticed that actually with the pro gamers, right? Like, a lot of the pro gamers don't really seem to understand what's going on at the lower ends of the ladder. Especially with the rank roulette thing. I remember a bunch of the pros thinking, like, people in Silver League basically played like they would be in Diamond League, right? Like, someone would submit a game and it'd be like, oh my god, these guys are so bad. This has to be Silver League. And then the actual player was more like in Diamond League instead. There's definitely a certain skill level, I guess, that you get used to over the course of time if you play this game a lot. There's certain things that you just take for granted that you don't even have to really think about anymore. But, yeah, StarCraft, definitely not an easy game. Anyways, we have double gas double gas taken, no orbital command. A factory starts up. What are we gonna spend our gas on, Mr. Florencio? A second factory? Oh yeah, it is gonna be a second factory. I was wondering why he had 200 gas at this stage in the game. Not really producing a whole lot. Second Marine pops up as well. Zerg is gonna get a couple of links towards what seems to be the other side of the map. Jimmy! Hey, Jimmy! You might... No, Jimmy! Wrong way! Jimmy, go over there! Jimmy's hunting an overlord. Okay, Vito over here. Fast enough response time. Oh my god, poor Jimmy. Jimmy, I warned you, man. He did. Jimmy only lived for about half a minute. It's a bit sad, dude. trained in the barracks until perfection. And then, yeah, they gave him a gun and threw him out there. Florencio told him to go to the other side of the wall. Go hunt some of those Overlord balloons or whatever they are. He found one, shot at it a couple times, and then got killed. Saddest moment in my life. Okay, anyways. Okay, we have Tech Lab and Reactor right now on the factory. Command Center does start up. It's a bit late, though. Vito's gonna try and scout what's going on right now. I feel like, okay, this is a local middle scout, okay? Like, if you're gonna scout with an Overlord against a Terran that has anti-air, you should just go in. Like, don't even, like, no, don't do this. Oh, Vito, I'm gonna be so sad if you don't scout these factories. Because you have the right idea, just a really bad execution. Vito, that Overlord's not even gonna get out. Vito, send it up, Vito. Oh, man. This balloon here is so sad. He's just gonna get popped. I mean, is he not gonna get popped? If he doesn't get popped right now, we'll get popped in a second, right? No, he's gonna... Okay, yeah. Thought for a second Vito had the 700 IQ response there. Zerglings on the low ground, Overlord. But it pretty much always dies, right? Especially when you kill the first Marine. I mean, you can kind of assume that there's not going to be any anti-air for a little bit. Would have been nice for him to scout that it's going to be 2 factories with a little green light over there inside of one of the tech labs. Well, I guess the only tech lab. Anyways. Oh, now he's going Overlord speed. He's worried about, like, yeah, he's worried about, like, a bunch of battlecruisers and stuff showing up all of a sudden. Well, he may actually be right. Double starport here comes up. Engineering bay as well. Wait, hold up. I don't even mean to just forget about this or to brush past this, but I just noticed, right? Even though there's a lot of things going on here, Hellions are, like, being... Florencio just built an orbital command. Florencio! Woo! He did it! He built an orbital command instead of the main base. I noticed when he made an engineering bay over here that, you know, normally he's a big fan of making planetaries. But apparently in this particular case, that engineering bay, I mean, it's a requirement to make a planetary, right? It's just going to be a planetary in the natural expansion. It's okay. I would love to see this one become an orbital command over time as well, but I can forgive this a little bit more than, like, the planetary in the main is completely unnecessary. Anyways, double tech lab here on these starports. Blue Flame is gone for a while. Okay, Fusion Core does start up. Overlord is going to get in right now and sees that a couple of Hellions are leaving if he caught the tail end of that. He cancels the Fusion Core, though. Probably will remake it as soon as that Overlord is gone. Florencio kind of relying on that surprise factor. Anyways, a couple of Vikings are being made. Jimmy and Gary right there running towards this side of the map, too. Good response. Vito! There you go, buddy. Make that... No. I'm gonna get some angry comments again. It's okay. So he saved up Hellions for, like, the better part of this game. Only to kill nothing. I mean, killed a queen. Sorry, Brenda. I didn't mean to call you nothing. A couple of drones did run as well. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't really justify it, but... Can Hellions kill this base? There's not really any reliable Zerg units to deal with these. Blue Flame is pretty good. Look at that. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? Never really seen that before. It's like a little, it's like a strange Terran flower. Alright, anyways, in the meantime, on the other side of the map, Planetary Fortress has finished up and now killed 12 Zerg. Okay, we can go back here. Synchronized shooting. I love it. It's kind of beautiful. Well, at least I know what kind of image I'm gonna put on the thumbnail today. I spent far too long on thumbnails, but that was a beautiful shot. Thank you very much, Florencio, for making that possible. Drop-a-Lord coming up here for Vito. He's also going Spire. 2-base Spire is pretty good, especially if you saturate the gases. Not so good if you don't. Zerglings will be cleaned up here as well. The leftovers are gonna get roasted. There you go. They're dead. Zerglings, though, loaded into the plane. See? Oh my god, this is... I feel like this is gonna be the moment where Florencio shouts at his monitor and tells me, "See? This is why I make a planetary in the main!" Flo, you're right, dude. Never orbital. Always planetary. He's a bit supply blocked right now, too, because battle cruisers, besides like 400 minerals and 300 gas, also take like 1 supply depot each. Luckily, it's not banelings. That could have been a lot of dead workers here. 12 mutas are coming up as well as a follow-up. Well, you know what? The Zerg player not actually in that bad of a spot. Okay. Hellions are coming home. Battle cruisers go across the map. Florencio fully aware that he's usually on a bit of a timer with these kind of pushes. So I don't mind it. Yeah, that being said, the mutas right now are out. 2 battle cruisers versus like 10 mutas. Mutas will win, obviously, but that's still quite a few mutas going down. You do need to target fire, though. Can you target fire that one down? Get it, get no! Target it! Oh, God. Could have been like 2 more mutas. Anyways, how many did go down there in the end? Only 3? You know what? This could definitely deal some damage. Okay, Zerg, this is the moment. Yeah, this is the moment where you need to explode. Vito, go take the other base, too. You need to, like, there you go. Macro hatch, I don't care. Just spend your money and make sure you don't take more damage. No. Don't lose. Oh, God. No, Vito. What are you going to do? Vito. Stop it, man. What are you doing? Losing another hatchery to Blue Flame Hellions because the mutas are so busy attacking one freaking missile turret? Dude, this one missile turret, like, pilot or whatever. There's like a guy inside of the missile turret, right? Look at him. You see him? He's sitting there looking all badass with his helmet on. Look at him. There he comes. 8 kills. That guy killed literally more than like 2 entire crews on a battle cruiser. Or a battle cruiser. Incredible. The true badass of the Terran Dominion. So now all of a sudden, this is not looking nearly as hot anymore. It's a lot of mutas going down for a whole lot of nothing. Okay. Bit strange, but okay. So, I'm gonna stay with my previous suggestion, though, Vito. I feel like this is the moment where you need to explode, okay? You need to, like, make stuff happen. Because if you don't, where are you going? Or you could just, like, leave the mutas in a location where you could see the incoming Hellions and then intercept them, right? That's... Anyways. Couple Dropper Lords once again coming up. Banelings also coming up. You might need to kill one of the evolution chambers. Maybe you can leave. Nah, you can't. So we're gonna put all of our eggs in one basket. Or we're gonna put all of our Banes in 3 ovies. Base in the center also accidentally get found, though. Wait, wait. He was making the Liberator as a counter to Mutalisks? These Liberators think they're Valkyrie, man. This is not StarCraft 1. They have a very similar attack. I can hear it, you know? When I think of Valkyrie, I can hear their attacks. Yeah, the Liberator anti-air attack is a bit pathetic in StarCraft 2. It's not very good. But apparently if the mutas are clumped up properly, and you don't have that many mutas to deal with, it can still work out. Alright. So, it is 10 Banelings or so. No, 9 Banelings here inside of a plane. Zerg, is still on 2 bases. Zerg is still on 2 bases. And that's not really that amazing. Terran is as well, for what it's worth. Guess he's... Oh, he does see it. Widow Mines! Oh, God. See? Planetary. Unnecessary, dude. That was kind of sad, actually. Could he kill the ovaries? No, he's not going to kill the ovaries. Man, you know what? This is one game where Planetary in the main probably would have done decently well. Oh, no. I mean, I still think it's unnecessary because, you know, there's plenty of units available. And there's a lot of money in the bank right now. It could have been more units, but... Yeah, sending the units here to the natural expansion. This planetary is now going to have 25 confirmed kills. 25 indeed confirmed kills. 25. Do you think there's someone inside of the command centers as well? I guess so, right? Where's he sitting? Yeah, it has to be on, like, you know, this little, like... That has to be where the Terran have a bunch of guys sitting around. Controlling the guns. Are we really gonna have this again? Oh, no. Man, I'm starting to feel bad for this poor Zerg player. He's lost, like, 7 hatcheries to Hellions. Might not get it. No, he won't get it. Okay, finally, Vito is gonna be able to now secure at least some of the Hellions. The problem is that Terran is now already gonna be on 3 bases. Mutas are gonna chase this all the way back home. I don't know exactly why he's going Mass Liberator to deal with Mutalisks, but I guess, you know, if you have as many Liberators as Mutas, it's fine. Mutas, generally speaking, come out in much bigger numbers. But since a whole lot of them have already died. 20 have died, actually. Hi-yi-yi. That's a little tricky. Vito, though, using literally every single transport that Zerg has available in the book. This time around, he goes for the Nidus network. I'm not sure exactly where he wants to go with the Nidus network. Planetary Fortress comes up over at the 3rd base of our Terran player, too. Man, we have a couple of very aggressive players here against Florencio. I kind of like it. It's like they're both playing tricks on each other. It's like 2 magicians meet. I'm assuming, like, I don't know what magicians do when they meet, but I'm assuming they're going to show each other their best card tricks. Right? Isn't that what you do? Lurker then comes up. Nidus network detected, though. Look at this army. Going across the map right now. Base in the center will be found once again. There's a lot of Zerglings over here, but I mean, what are you going to do? I don't know. Muta does have vision here inside of the main base, so he could definitely go for a Nidus network over there too, yeah. It's not going to be spotted here by Florencio. Widowmine's here, ready to intercept any Mutas as well. Oh god, he's opening the front door for some reason for these Hellions to get in a little bit easier to the base that he finally acquired. Why is he opening that up? Guess he thought that that base was going to finish, so he wanted to grab both. Couple Corruptors now added into the mix as well. I'm starting to get concerned here for these flying units, man. Widowmines are pretty good. Well, you know what? He doesn't even need the Widowmines. No rapid burrowing here, but it doesn't matter because Zerg is not paying attention. He was looking at the main base right here of the Zerg player. Nidus network finished up. Zerglings are streaming out. Guys, I think Florencio may have been right saying that a planetary fortress would have been good inside of the main base. I mean, once again, a couple of Hellions at home would not... whatever. Whatever, man. With all army, maybe, but... Muta's here being chased down once more by Liberators. Main base of the Terran, though, is in a lot of trouble. Battlecruisers are out, so they should be able to get rid of most of this here eventually. Both players have lost... Yeah, considering the amount of eco that they've both had, quite a lot of workers. Nah, at this stage in the game, I mean, you do have to, like, make use of the orbital command, right? This orbital command now has 200 energy on it. I'm assuming that's like 6 missed mules or so. I don't know how long it's been full for. But 6 missed mules is a lot of mules. That's a lot of money that Terran could have had. Oh my god, Brenda popped out of the hatchery. The hatchery gave birth to a queen and it insta-died. BM Widowmine right over there. Hatch will once again go down. Even the changelings apparently get popped.
Base is under attack.
Liberators in the main base. Charged with cleaning up... There you go. Charged with cleaning up the leftover units. Yeah, so he is only able to grab 4 mules right now, but I'm assuming that missed energy right there was a little bit higher too. Not sure exactly how long it was full for. Anyways, okay. So the 3rd fusion core is coming up. The 3rd fusion core of this game, that is. 15 more banelings are happening here too. Oh my god, Vito. No. Vito! Vito, this is what pro gamers do when they have 80 drones. Minimum. Sometimes they have 100 drones, and this is what they do. They roll it into a planetary fortress. Oh, no. Veto. Veto. Oh, God. Veto. 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 No. Veto. So now you've killed the base. Now what? Like, where's the follow-up? Because you still can't deal with this, this Terran army very well. This is a very scrappy game, though. How many mutas have gone down at this point? 31. Okay. In today's cast, Zerg players get bullied. Has Lowko gone too far? Possibly. So he did secure the low ground base. That's something. Man, it would be really nice if we could just spend our money a little bit better. Like, there's another orbital command, but, like, not a whole lot of army, right? Like, there's 3,000 resources in the bank right now. I guess not a lot of production cycle or structures here make it difficult. But, yeah. Okay, planetary, or sorry, another battle cruiser starts up. Planetaries, battle cruisers, basically the same thing. When you think about it, battle cruisers really are just planetary that like fly. By the way, have we had Yamato cannon? We haven't. We also haven't had, okay. One thing, and I've said this in a couple casts, but one thing I really, really, really recommend is upgrades, okay? Whatever units you are making, especially battle cruisers, but carriers too, Zerglings, Marines, Zealots, all of those units, they benefit so much from upgrades. I would love to see an armory researching to like +3. That would really help this Terran, yeah, a lot. Would make those battle cruisers so much more powerful. Because battle cruisers attack super quickly, and then every single one of those missiles can have like +3 damage. I think it's like 5 damage by default or something. And then it deals like, you know, it starts with like, I think it's 5 damage per shot. And then it's gonna do like 8 damage when you have to, like, it's huge. These guys get so much more powerful. Obviously, armor upgrades also not to be underestimated. I may have those numbers wrong, by the way, but yeah. Can you fight this? I think you have to get rid of the Liberators first. Okay, good control right there by Florencio, running the low HP ones back first. 7 more mutas are coming up. I don't think you want to make mutas, man. This guy has an unhealthy obsession with mutalisks. Battlecruisers do have their tactical jump. There it is. So they're going to be able to teleport away whenever they please. Hydras also aren't going to cut it, man. You have to kind of double down to one version of anti-air. In low eco scenarios like this, I think Corruptors are just the best way to go. But he's made Mutas, Corruptors, Hydras, Spore Crawlers, Queens. He's made a little bit of everything, but nothing much of anything in particular. Good control right there by Florencio. Oh god, this is a painful game. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. The units that walk by this, so it's 2 kills, 1 kill, 9 kill, and 5 kills. There is detection here. The little mini game right over here being played. Okay, battle cruisers. Oof, this does not count as macro, Florencio. Okay, queuing up a lot of units. Okay, there's finally the weapon refit research. Yeah, the macro is a little bit shaky here. I think this game would be over with a little bit more spending. So finally, right now, the money is spent, but mostly because of a lot of queuing. A lot of queuing on my end as well. Hello, can we make some depots, please? Finally, a depot starts up. Alright. Hellions have once again made their way over to this location on the map. Zerg secured another base. How many workers has this man lost? It's only 37 or so. It's not really... Oh, sorry. It's only 34 right now. It's not even that many. It's just a painful amount here. Because, like, the ecos have been so low on both sides of the map. Here comes the fleet. Who called it in? Can we use the Yamato cannons on like one base? Ah, okay. The Yamato cannons were available. But apparently Vito did not quite feel like staying in this game for a minute longer. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get notified as soon as future videos go live. If you enjoy watching my content, make sure to check out my second YouTube channel as well. It's youtube.com/morelowko. It's where I post completed games that I've streamed on Twitch. Link is down below. Or use the card that's on the screen right now. Anyways, for now, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to smile. And I'll see you once again in the next one.